Hi, I'm Steph. I'm a UK mid-size content creator and I have a little bit of a shopping problem. I've been on the hunt for some really nice summer dresses and I found some on John Lewis. So let me share with you what I've got. I've actually got 8 dresses to show you. So grab yourself a little snack, grab yourself a refreshment because this could take a while. So the majority of these dresses are either from the John Lewis brand itself, they're also from Nobody's Child, and I've also picked one up from Bjen. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not entirely sure. But we're just gonna get into it. Okay, we're gonna start with the dress that sparked the whole haul, which was this one. I had originally seen this a couple of weeks ago in the John Lewis store, didn't have my size in stock, so I couldn't try it on. So I decided to go online to add this to my basket so that I could try it. While I was there though, I also saw lots of other really nice bits, which is how I've ended up with 8 dresses to show everyone. But this is the one that started it. This is from the John Lewis own brand. I believe this was £65 and I love this. The only thing I would say, I think it's slightly too big. I got my usual size 16, but actually because this is an elasticated waist, I maybe could have gone for the size down. I do love it though. It does have pockets, which is very important for me, and I love the pattern. I love the pink and green together. I think this pattern is stunning. Very much like this little detailing here. This is the elasticated waist part, but I think the detailing just adds a little bit of interest to the dress. Love the fact that it's a V-neck. Also really appreciative of these sleeves. I love a little cap sleeve. I just think it's so flattering on the arms. I love a dress like this. For me, I feel like I would wear this in so many ways. I would absolutely take this on holiday. I feel like this is a perfect holiday dress. You could absolutely use it as a beach cover-up, but equally you could dress it up and wear it to dinner or during the day. I probably would also actually wear this to work. For me anyway, this is a kind of work appropriate dress. We're not too low here, we're quite covered up. And when it gets hot in London, like you need to be in like clothes that are going to be breathable, because having to get the tube in the heat, not fun. And also my office is a very like new modern office, but the aircon situation just, it's not great. We're basically in a huge glass building and I sit aside where all the sun comes in, which means that by the afternoon it's like a greenhouse in there. So I need an outfit that is going to be breathable and, you know, works well in the summer, and I feel like this could be it. I also really appreciate that this dress is lined as well, so it's not see-through. I love little details like that. All in all, I think we're off to a really good start and I'm very glad that I ordered this. The only thing I might now do is end up ordering the size 14 just to see if the size 14 fits a little bit better. I'm just slightly conscious that it feels a little bit baggy here and maybe a little bit around the waist, but if not, I'm very happy with how this one looks. Okay, next up we've got another John Lewis dress. Again, this was £65. I actually got this one in the size 14 though. I think the size 16 either must have been out of stock or I just thought that this would look better in the size 14. It is a bit tent-like, but I actually think it looks very flattering on. It is a little bit tight at the top here, probably because it is a size 14, but actually I think that adds a little bit of structure to the top half of the dress. It is a heavyweight linen, not in the sense that I think you're going to get really hot wearing it, but in the sense that because it's a bit more of a heavyweight linen, I think it hangs a little bit nicer. So I do feel like it just kind of skims over my body and doesn't necessarily like cling or show off the lumps and bumps, which I'm always here for. I really love the fact that this obviously has pockets. I do think this is quite a kind of fun dress to wear. I would absolutely be wearing this on the beach, on holiday. Definitely not a work appropriate dress for me, but definitely one that I would wear on the weekends or when I'm not in work. The only thing I would say is that I've got a pretty standard bra on. And by that I mean, it's just my everyday kind of t-shirt bra. However, at the back you can see it. That's a little bit annoying that I can't wear like a usual bra with it because I feel like it's just going to show. I did also feel like these were maybe actually like adjustable. The bow's fully decorative, so it just adds a little bit of detail at the back, and because it adds detail at the back I feel like people are going to be looking at the back, but because you can see the bra strap, I just don't think it looks, for me personally, I just don't like how that looks. So I do have to wear a different type of bra with this, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Overall though, I do really, really like this. I think this is such a statement dress. It's fab. It's a great length as well for me. We're basically talking like ankle length. I don't even know if you can see that, but we're basically talking ankle length, which for me is the perfect length. I really like it. I keep going in the pockets because I love the fact that this has got pockets. I think this is such a statement. It's also a good leopard print. I don't know about other people, but I love leopard print, and sometimes I feel like there's a bit of a hierarchy when it comes to different leopard prints. Like, some leopard prints are good leopard prints, and some leopard prints are a little bit, I don't know, I would say like not as good, or they look a little bit more tacky in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else can relate. So this for me is a good leopard print though. I think John Lewis has smashed it out of the park with this. I do really rate their own brand clothing. I think it's honestly fab. And yeah, for £65, I feel like I'd get a lot of wear out of this. So this is the next dress. This is from, I think you pronounce it Bjen? I don't know. I've never shopped from them before. I see them in John Lewis a lot. Really like the print of this. I think this is pretty expensive. This was £169 for the dress. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like that's a lot for a dress like this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not wearing this to a special event. I'm not wearing it to a wedding. This is very much a casual type of dress for me, and yeah, I just feel like that's a lot of money. Size-wise, I went for the 16 because that's my usual size, but I just honestly think this is too large for me. I definitely could have sized down one, I don't know, maybe even two sizes. Because this is sheared, I feel like you can get away with going a little bit smaller. I do love the pattern, I do love the print. These sleeves just feel really big, and I feel like I'm constantly having to adjust them on the shoulder, which doesn't mean that I love something, because if I've got to like constantly adjust it and be conscious of it, I'm probably never going to wear it. I do just feel like this is too big, and I feel like it looks big as well. I feel like if you like your things to look a bit oversized, then stick to your usual size, but for a dress like this, I prefer it to be a little bit more fitted. I personally just think it just looks a little bit more flattering rather than the oversized look. It does have pockets, so that's a big bonus. As I said, I do really like the pattern. I just feel like it's quite big. And even at the back, it's big. And I'm conscious that you can just really see the bra straps. So yeah, I definitely know that I'm not keeping this one. Not for the price, and not, unfortunately, for the material or the quality or the sizing, because yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this is £169 worth of dress. But anyway, maybe that's why I've never shopped from them before, and potentially why I probably won't be looking in that section again when I'm in John Lewis. But other than that, lovely pattern, like the fact it has pockets, just sizing just doesn't seem to work for me. Okay, and now we're in the Nobody's Child part of the video, which I'm very happy about because most of the dresses are from Nobody's Child. I love that brand. I've been shopping from them for years now. I've lost track of how many kind of Starlight dresses I brought from them. If you don't know Nobody's Child, then Starlight is a style of dress. I've actually got two to show you a little bit later on. But I just think they're the most flattering style personally for me, and I absolutely love that shape and that style. This is not a Starlight dress. This is a different kind of dress, but I absolutely loved it on the website. The only thing I would say is that I feel like Nobody's Child are a little bit generous with their sizing. It's never a bad thing at all. But I picked this up in a size 16 and I just wonder whether it looks a little bit too big. I definitely like the fact that it looks slightly more oversized, but I just don't know if it looks too big, because I feel like there's a difference between something looking oversized and something just looking a little bit too big for you. I do love this bow detail. These bows are like actual bows, they're not decorative bows, so I do have to undo one to fit it over my head, so it probably doesn't look as good as the other ones. So there is a slight gap here, but again, I guess because it looks slightly more oversized, you can't really see. My only worry would be that if I did go for the size 14, that it would struggle to do up, and there'd be quite kind of noticeable gaps in between. It does have pockets, which obviously you know what I love. I just think this is a very cute dress for summer. I feel like this is the kind of dress that you could absolutely kind of wear to a festival. You could wear it on the weekends. Probably wouldn't wear it to work, but it's a very fun dress anyway. Definitely a holiday kind of vibe as well. So yeah, I really like it. I'm just not sure if it's too big, but there we go. Oh, and this was also £85 as well. So just thought I'd share the pricing information there, but yeah, this was £85. Okay, next up we've got another dress from Nobody's Child. This one was £69, so a little bit cheaper than the denim one I just shared with you. I absolutely love this one though. Love the chocolate brown colour. I love the fact that it's a bit of like a 2-in-1 dress, in the sense that you've got this almost like jersey vest bit at the top, And then you go into this cotton, almost like a poplin cotton skirt. I just love that kind of vibe. The only thing I would say is that I'm naturally quite short in the body. So I find this with a lot of dresses like this, that I could do with like these just being like pinned back a little bit, just because otherwise I feel like it's a little bit too low. And I find that it doesn't quite fit at the sides, and that I end up like flashing my bra when I don't really want to flash my bra. But saying that, I do go to a tailor who can help with like doing stuff like this. So it's quite an easy fix. It doesn't put me off buying things. It's just something I have to remember because I'm naturally quite short in the body. I'm way more leg than I am body, even though I'm only like 5'5". But yeah, I love this though. It obviously has pockets. I mean, who doesn't love a dress with pockets? Again, it's a fab length for me. I just think this is so versatile. Once I get this kind of adjusted at the top, I would absolutely wear a dress like this to work. I just think this is such an easy dress to wear. You can absolutely dress it up. You can also dress it back down again. Again, I think this would look fab on holiday, like accessorised with tan or gold, shoes, bag, etc., jewellery. I just think it would look like such a vibe. Obviously, you could also wear it here at the weekends and stuff, but I just feel like dresses like this really hard in my wardrobe. I've got a couple like this. I've got a navy one. I've got a couple of khaki ones as well. And I just find I reach for them all the time, especially if it's quite warm and I'm in that I just don't know what to wear kind of mode. That I find this kind of dress is just almost like the perfect answer to that, because I find that it just helps feeling as if I've made a bit more of an effort than I really have. So yeah, I love a dress like this. I don't have a chocolate brown. I like the fact that it's a bit sleeveless, but yeah, I definitely need to get this adjusted because I feel like I'm constantly having to adjust it myself, and that just means I won't wear it if I'm too conscious about it. But yeah, this is a fab dress. I think Nobody's Child in general do fab dresses, and yeah, I love this one. Okay, this is the first of 2 Starlight midi dresses. So this is what I mean when I talk about a Nobody's Child Starlight dress. This is the style. We have this kind of quite deep V. We then have this little bit of detailing underneath. We have buttons all the way down. We obviously have pockets. Now, I have this in a navy. I have this in a burgundy. I also have it in a green and blue velvet with longer sleeves for more of like the winter time. I just find this style of dress is just so flattering on me. I absolutely love it. Oh, I've also got it in floral as well. I forgot about that one. Now, I obviously picked this up in 2 different colours. They're both the same stripe. I just picked one up in green and one up in red, which I'll show you next. I just love this. I think this is such a classic style of dress for summer. I do wear dresses like this to work. I usually, though, go to that tailor just to get this pinned ever so slightly. Otherwise, I find it's just a little bit too low cut for me for work. It just because my body is just a little bit shorter than standard, so I have to get a lot of things adjusted to, yeah, just have it at a comfortable level and not be feeling like I'm flashing people when I sit down or move. The only thing I would say about this is that the price of these dresses have definitely increased slightly. So this dress and the next one that I'm going to show you are both £95. I swear they didn't used to be that expensive. This is a pure cotton dress though. It's more of like a cheeseclothy type of material, which actually in summer is probably one of my favourite materials to wear because I find that it's just such a breathable fabric and just so easy to wear when it gets incredibly warm. But I just love this. This is such a cute dress. I feel like you can absolutely style this up. You can also style this down. I feel like it's such a classic as well. Whenever I wear my Starlight dresses, I always get lots of compliments. I think just because people recognise that it's such a flattering style of dress, and if you go onto the Nobody's Child website or you go onto somewhere that stocks Nobody's Child and you just search for Starlight, there are so many different styles and different types. It comes in mini, it comes in midi, which is what I'm wearing. I don't know if it comes in maxi, but there's so many different styles of colours and patterns and textures, because it's just so popular, because I feel like this style is just universally flattering on so many people. And this is the red and white version of that Nobody's Child Starlight dress. So I obviously picked it up in green and white, and I also picked it up in red and white, but I definitely am not keeping both. So which colour do we prefer? So I do find myself naturally gravitating towards green more anyway. I got my colour analysis done last year, I'm in autumn, it became my whole entire personality, which means that I do tend to wear more greens. Green, especially khaki, is one of my kind of colours to wear, but red's also in there as well. And I am finding myself being slightly more drawn to red at the moment, but obviously I'm not keeping both. So is it green or is it red? Let me know in the comments. And this is the final dress of the haul. I love this one. It's also from Nobody's Child. This is £75. I'm usually not the biggest fan of like a one shoulder detail on a dress, just because I used to be really self-conscious of my arms, but I just realised they're just arms and like everyone's got them, and life is really too short to worry about what your arms look like or what different parts of your body look like. Like, just wear the goddamn dress. That's, you know, it's taken me a really long time to get to that stage, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely in that stage at the moment. So I'm not put off by the fact that we've got quite a lot of skin and arm exposed, but I love this. Again, it's a bit of like, does it look like a top and a skirt? Is it a dress? It's a dress, but I absolutely love that. We do have pockets because Nobody's Child always have pockets in their dresses, and I'm just here for that. Do love this little contrast stitching detail that we've got here. I think this is such a classic dress that I think you can make a real big statement in this. I'm thinking tan accessories or gold accessories or even silver accessories as well. I just love this. I would absolutely wear this on a holiday. I'd obviously wear this in the summer, dress it up, dress it down. Probably wouldn't wear it to work just because of the lot of skin action going on, but doesn't mean that other people couldn't wear it to their offices. I just wouldn't wear it to mine. But I absolutely love this. I think this is like, yeah, this is absolutely fab. I definitely feel like I might have saved the best dress till last, because I don't really want to take this off. I just feel so good in this. I definitely need an occasion to wear it, because I don't know how many kind of fancy things I've got coming up, because this feels a little bit like, as much as you could dress it down, you could absolutely dress it up for a really fancy event as well. But I'm completely here for it. So yeah, well done Nobody's Child. Absolutely love this. Would love to see some other colours as well. Like, as I just mentioned, I got my colour analysis done, and as an autumn, black actually isn't one of the colours that I should be kind of like leaning towards. It can wash me out. And I do agree, now that I know this information, I do find myself being less drawn towards black, because I do feel like it can wash me out a little bit. So for me, navy is much better. Like, I would love to see this in navy with like cream. I think that would look really, really chic together. But I appreciate that for a lot of people, they like black. So I'm not going to hold it against them. I'm probably still going to keep this dress, because even though I shouldn't wear black, I've still got complete control of my life, so I'm going to choose to wear what I want to wear. So yeah, I absolutely love this. So that has been it for this video. I hope you've all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.